The Chicago 4.5-inch angle grinder looked okay when I took it out of the box. But well before I even plugged it in, I started to have some doubts. The 5/8 diameter spindle is pretty standard in the industry. An excited looking blurb on the cover of the box says that they even include a spindle nut. The attachment mechanism for the guard is what first concerned me. I cranked the screw down as tight as it would go, and you can see it's fully closed. But I can still reposition the guard fairly easily by hand. And that concerns me because the forces present during a kickback or some other accident are going to be far greater. Other angle grinders I've looked at have a much tighter clamp that locks the guard down or have a profile around this inside edge that keeps it in place. Those profiles repeat so you can move the guard to different locations, but it's still secure. Another point of concern is finding exterior brush holders and extra brushes packed in with the tool I was made in this decade. One of the brush assemblies wasn't even assembled, but that's okay because I doubt this tool is going to last long enough to need it anyway. Another problem with the brush holders is that they're raised and they're right where you need to put your hand to have good control over the tool. Combined with the vibrations in this tool, those brush holders get to be annoying real quick. The top-mounted slider switch is in a good place for right-handed users. However, left-handed users are going to have a little more problem getting to the on-off switch. The designers were thinking of the lefties some of the time anyway. They made the outboard handles so it can be screwed into either side of the grinder. The push-button spindle lock on top of the gear case does work pretty well, but it reveals another problem. With the spindle lock fully depressed, you can see how much play there is in this gear set. I worked with race cars for 30 years and can promise you that that much play in the gear set doesn't bode well for the gears themselves or anything around them. All that play between what are probably cheaply made gears add up to a bunch of noise and some vibration, as you can hear now with the sound back up to its original levels. If an underpowered motor and a tool that you're probably going to have to replace sooner than you ought to doesn't bother you, the Chicago 4.5-inch angle grinder might not be too bad a deal for you. I like getting a good deal as much as anybody, but in good conscience, I just cannot recommend this tool. I think you'll be much better served by saving up your tool dollars and getting one of the name brands.